Hi everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another December daily video. This is a pretty big one because I've got the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th here. I'm sorry I'm so behind. Unfortunately, for Christmas this year, I got an ear infection. So I have not been able to stick to my schedule as intended. But hopefully you enjoy this video coming up. So working on December 21st. This is my husband and I, that's our date anniversary. So 9 years ago on the 21st we started dating, which we're married now, so I know that date anniversary doesn't necessarily mean much, but we still use it as an excuse to just go out to dinner and hang out, just something fun. So that is what my pictures of for this day. I'm using a few cute little embellishments from my Christmas ephemera. My Christmas ephemera has grown as it is now after Christmas, which is a nice perk of, I guess, doing these a little late. As I've got a few more supplies and some new supplies to work with, so I really like that. Now I like that I have this little journaling box. It's definitely supposed to go horizontally, I think. It just really seems that way, and I'm going to use it vertically, which I like how it fits on this page pretty well. I think I create a nice little visual triangle here with the little snowflake-like thing up at the top, and my journaling box, and the little December memories that I will pop up on film here in a minute. And on my little journaling box, I don't write a whole lot, just, hey, 9 years since December of 2012, and we're still here. So that's pretty cool. And we just went out to dinner and then watched a Christmas movie. And that was about it. A pretty low-key night, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put this down. I thought about popping it up on film, but I decided I wanted it to lay flat because in those little tag holes, there's one at the top and the bottom. I know I want to put some brads there. And I get out my little brad box and I decide on these two. They're like little red pearls with like a little silver base to them. So I put one in the top and one in the bottom, and then I fold them down and put a little washi tape over top of the brad tines just to make sure that it doesn't, scratch on the other layout on the back or rip something coming out of a page protector or anything like that. And let's be honest, we all have a million things of washi tape, and it's okay to use them for, more practical things rather than just decorative. So I get my pieces stuck down and I try to stamp this word, it's just a joy, with white ink. I wish I'd used my Misty because I could have, built it up, but you really can't see it. Not very well. So Distress White ink, I'm hoping I am able to, layer it a few times using my Misty, and then that will make it better. But, we'll see. Now, the last thing I have to do is embellish. I think about a few extra little stickers, but ultimately I decide to just get the little 21 number sticker and put it up there in the corner. And that completes my December 21st little layout. Now, moving right along to my December 22nd little layout. You've probably seen this paper a lot before if you've been watching my December dailies, but I'm using it again. It is red and white polka dot from Echo Park's Merry Christmas collection, and I am using, excuse me, a photo of my little nephew and my puppy. They went to the playground together, and it was very cute. They had a lot of fun running around. We were the only ones there because it was a little cool, but they had a lot of fun running around on the playground together. So I have that photo with a gray frame. I'm using a scrap piece from another layout to add some green to this very red layout, which I think breaks up the red nicely, and the fact that, I have this on a few pages so far. I think it really works out well. And I'm going to put my photo over here toward the left side of this little mini layout. I think that gives enough room for this little journaling box, which I'm just writing about how we went to the playground, and my little nephew and puppy had a lot of fun. My dog even got brave and climbed up on, a little bit of the playground. He was pretty nervous about it, but, you know, he tried. It was a lot of fun. And I decide that this journaling box should be popped up on film. So that is my next task. And of course, I realize, well, I am out of my foam tape, but luckily I have a drawer on the other side of my craft room that is full of adhesive. I always like to have extra double-sided tape and extra foam adhesive, extra adhesive for my Tombow tape runner, extra for my Herma mounting square little dispenser, and then I also like to have photo corners. So I've got all of that over there in my little drawer. So I get some of my foam tape, pop it up, and then try to, embellish a little bit using some of my stickers. I choose this red and white one. It says Merry and Bright. And then I want something that I can kind of sprinkle about a little bit. Almost like an enamel dots, but not quite. So I have these little paper house stickers, and they've got these little green circles that have different gold foiling in them. One says fun, one has a star, one says DEC for December. And then I add a few little dots of my pops of color in gold glitter, and that will finish up day 22. All right, moving right along. We got day 23. This is a picture of us outside at Red River Gorge here in Kentucky. It was fairly warm this season, so we decided to take a climbing trip to Red River Gorge, and we took our little pup, and he just had the time of his life running around in the woods, so it was a lot of fun. Now, I try to do something a little different. So again, this is another piece of paper. I've used it a lot. I'm trying to use it up as it's, the end of December, but I want to make it a little different. So I start with this red washi tape, and then I decide, I don't really want to make washi tape stripes. So I do one at the top and the bottom. I'm like, okay, that's better than the 3 stripes, and then something else needs to happen. I thought I wanted like a gold washi, like a sparkly gold washi to go with it, but I have recently run out of my sparkly gold washi, so I decide this copper like chevron washi will have to work. And it does, I think. I overlap this about halfway with the red, which I think really looks nice. I really like how this copper color really it just blends well with so many things. I've used it in a lot of layouts, and I really like how it looks. I believe it's from We Are Memory Keepers, and they've got a few other colors too. But I put one at the top and one at the bottom there, and I'm really liking this. I'm like, okay, I definitely didn't need gold sparkle. I really like, the copper metallic. It's looking good, but it's still just a lot of white space. And when I try to put my photo on here, I'm like, oh, it just gets lost, especially with this, like, frame that I have. So I take another scrap, and it's got green little, like, holly berries on it. And I cut that down so it fits right in the middle of my, washi stacks there. And this, I think, looks much nicer. It breaks up the colors well. It's not too white. It's not too red or green. But then I can actually see what's going on in my layout. So I decide to put my photo down and add a little journaling box. This journaling box is mostly white and has a glitter frame around it, which, again, I almost thought that was too much white, but, I just go for it. I write a little bit about how we've had unseasonably warm weather, which we absolutely have, but that meant we got to go outside to the gorge, and that was always a good time, and Kip absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, toward the end of the day, that was when I started to feel bad because I had an ear infection, which that's not very fun, you know, being outside away from home. But it's okay. That's part of life. If that's the worst thing that happens to me, I'm doing okay, right? So I stick that down, add my little number, and decide that's enough embellishment. Moving on to pay to the 24th. Now I don't have any photos from the 24th because it was spent entirely on the couch, feeling terrible, and then 2 miserable hours at urgent care, which, while that was not fun at all, I really appreciate all the healthcare workers that, excuse me, that were working on Christmas Eve so that I could feel better. So I'm making this a great layout, and I use a cute little Happy Holidays banner that came out of my ephemera box. I popped that up on a little foam, and then I put it up there at the very top. I used this blue washi. It's more of a wintry washi, I suppose, which I guess this whole layout is a little more wintry, but I still like it. And I put the winter washi down at the bottom just to kind of have an anchor. I don't have a photo, like I said, so I know that this is mostly just going to be journaling. I need to take up space in other ways. You know, my big happy holidays is one way, and my washi is another. I use my sparkly jelly roll pen to add the journaling lines, and I use my white jelly roll just to write a little journaling. Now, of course, I start out with New Year's Eve instead of Christmas Eve. And I definitely messed that up. So I decided to put a little sticker, a blue sticker that says holiday, over my messed up words, and then write about Christmas Eve. And how, unfortunately, Christmas Eve was not ideal this year. Definitely had to cancel some plans, and it's just not very fun to not feel good, you know? But again, like I said, I am very thankful that I could even get into urgent care and, get diagnosed, have a prescription sent over, and there was a very nice person who let my husband pick up the prescription about 10 minutes late. So very, very thankful for you wherever you are, because I appreciate having that medicine. So definitely not the Christmas Eve that, I really wanted. But you know what? Again, we gotta be thankful for things when we get them, and understand that, life isn't perfect. That's okay. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be back real soon with my December 25th final December daily layout. See you next time. Bye.